Hi, this is Faith Gauthier of TheInspiredEdge.com coming to you today to talk about making bread. Now, I know a lot of people don't like to make bread. They think it takes too much time, too much effort, and most of us have really busy schedules. Now, if you're gluten-free, this gets even more complicated. If you're like me, you don't like the taste of the bread that you buy in the stores and you pay $5 a loaf for. So today what I thought I would show you is how easy it is to make bread with one of the gluten-free mixes that they have on the market. We got gluten-free pantry today, and this is favorite sandwich bread. It was $4.39 at the market, and I can get 2 loaves of bread out of this, and this tastes fantastic. The whole family loves it. I can't keep Kincaid, my little one, out of the bread. He likes it so much. So this is a good recipe, and I just wanted to show you today how easy it is to make this. And it's quick and easy. The longest wait period is waiting for it to rise and then waiting for it to come out of the oven. So we're going to make this today, and we're simply going to open this package. In the package you'll get a packet of yeast and your bread mix. So we are going to open the bread mix. Now, I don't have a fancy mixer. I have a mixer that my daughter actually just recently gave me this mixer because I have a habit of burning out mixers. I'm really bad on mixers. I need to buy a heavy-duty one. I just haven't got around to it. So you don't need a heavy-duty mixer. This one is just a Toastmaster mixer that's on the thing. So don't think you need to have a super heavy-duty one to do that. You don't. Although a super heavy-duty one I'm sure would make it a little nicer, but it's still doable with that. So we put the bread in the bowl. Let me turn this down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And then we are going to make the spoon here. I'm going to put the yeast in your bowl. Oh, and before we forget, set your oven to, let me make sure I tell you the right thing for this. It's actually, I believe, 375. Hold on one second. Yeah, 375. So set your oven so it will preheat. Very important for bread to preheat your oven. So that'll be preheating for you. You can put your yeast packet in here. And I actually mix it into the bread a little bit, so it's mixed together with the other. And then I just leave a little hole. You can see that. I just leave a little indent spot to put in my milk and my eggs and stuff. Then it calls for 1 3/4 cup of milk or water. So what I like to do is I add 3/4 cup of coconut milk for a little sweeter bread. If you don't like a little sweeter bread, you can just use water. I use 3/4 cup of coconut milk, and I add to that 1 cup, because it comes out of the fridge cold. I've had it in the fridge. I add to that 1 cup of hot water. Because you want the temperature to be lukewarm when you do bread. So you get a total of 1 3/4 cup of liquid. With the gluten-free, what I'm finding with the recipes, it's really important to be really accurate with your measurements. So you're going to pour that into the middle. To that, we're adding 2 eggs, 2 farm fresh eggs. Stick those back in that box there, get them out of the way. me wipe off my hands here. And then we are going to add 4 tablespoons of butter, melted butter. We're going to stick this on the mixer over here. And we're going to get a little bowl for our butter. I'll see into my messy fridge. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4 tablespoons. About a half a stick of butter, basically. And we are going to just put it in the microwave. Or you could melt it on the stove, whichever you prefer. Put it in the microwave for a minute and let that melt. Now, the ingredients. The ingredient list is really easy with this premix. All you have to do is add your butter, your milk, or water, if you'd rather prefer water. And it sounds like our butter's about done. There we go. Let me just take our spoon and make sure that, you know, all the little ones in there are melted a little bit. There we go. And yes, this comes out of the microwave hot, but because I put in milk that was really cold, I can put it into the mix. If you're using completely lukewarm, then you might want it to cool down just a tiny bit before you put it in with your mix, because you don't want to kill your yeast. But other than that, that's how easy it is. We put this down. And then you let this beat for 3 minutes. That's it. 3 minutes, and then when we come back, we will take and put it in the pans and show you some little tricks for putting it in the pan before you put it in the oven. Okay, at this point, you've gotten your bread dough. There. It's all mixed up. You can see it in the bowl here. That's the consistency it is. Now, I will tell you, this stuff is like glue. It's some of the stickiest dough I've ever played with. But it makes excellent bread. And it tastes more like real bread. So if you have to be gluten-free, you may as well enjoy what you're eating. So we're going to set this aside. Now, at this point, if you wanted to, you could add cinnamon and raisins, have a cinnamon raisin bread. That's, you know, different stir-ins that you like to make a different flavored bread. You can always add those in when it's mixing. Now we've got a couple bread pans. So we're just going to take these and we're going to spray them with a little olive oil spray so our bread doesn't stick to them. Simple as that. And then the trick is getting them from the bread pan. We have a little helper guy here. Into your bread pan, because it's really thick dough. You're going to want about half of them in one and the other half in the other one. And usually I just kind of scrape the bowl to get the last of it out of there. Because like I said, it is just thick, ooey, goobery stuff. And washing it off stuff, it'll feel like super glue to you almost. It's really sticky dough. A little different consistency than what I'm used to, but so then the trick is to get it to go flat in your pan a little bit, you know, even it out. And I try to do it a little bit with the spoon, but the spoon just likes to have it stick to it. So normally what I do, my fingers are clean, people, is take that out And get our scraper out. I have a little spatula, metal scraper, and I spray it with the pan. And that way I can smooth the bread out easier in the pan, because otherwise it just sticks to your spoon or whatever you're using. And we'll call it good. And I just kind of see, smooth out in the pan as best we can. It's really hard stuff to kind of work with, the dough is. Get that as even as possible. Got some overspray there. Then what we need to do is let this rise for 30 minutes. So it's covered up with saran wrap. No, move that please. Thank you. So we take a piece of saran wrap. And I spray it so it won't stick to the bread. And then cover it up. And I just set it right here on top of my stove where it's warm, because the oven is preheating again like we had before. So I set it right here on top of the stove and let it warm up and raise. And you're going to let it raise for at least 30 to 40 minutes. And then you'll stick it in the oven and we'll come back for that. Okay, so now we've had our bread that's been rising for 30 minutes. So we will take the saran wrap off of it. And you can see how beautiful that turned out. We're going to stick these in the oven. Now I turn the oven on for 20 minutes. And then I put a piece of foil over this bread so that it doesn't brown too much for the last 10 minutes. So it's a total of 30 minutes bake time. And we will show you what it looks like when we come back. And we're back. Our bread has been in the oven for 30 minutes. At 20 minutes, we put tinfoil over it so it wouldn't get too brown. And this is the result. Beautiful bread, easy to slice. I will take one of these loaves of bread and wrap it in foil and wrap it in a freezer bag and put it in the freezer so it stays good until we're ready to eat the second loaf, and we will start on this loaf. And that's how easy it is to make bread. If you're on a gluten-free diet, be sure to check out the mixes. Next time, we will be making organic, gluten-free pumpkin pie from scratch. So be sure to check out our videos. And if you enjoy our videos, please visit our store at TheInspiredEdge.com, where you can find great baking labels, wine labels, and things for your kitchen like recipe binders. Thank you and have a great day.